Our topic today is how to put together a style guide for a technical writing team. A technical style has many components. Here I selected 10 of them, just selected 10. And these are the most common components that I've seen in the past in style guides of its kind. The first one is spelling. This one is very obvious, I think. How should the most frequently used terms, concepts, words should be spelled? For example, should we say screenshot or screen-shot? Should we write a drop-down menu or drop-down menu? Should we write JavaScript or JScript, etc.? The second component would be special verbs and nouns. For example, how should the verb to log in versus log in should be used? Porting. Shall we use porting as a verb? And what are the examples? In what context should we use? Should we say asterisk or star? And can we use deconflicting in a manual written for airport flight controllers? Things like that. Fonts and colors is the third category component of a style guide. What are the official color palettes? What are the alternative palettes, like primary, secondary, tertiary palettes? Which logos should we use? And fonts, font families, font sizes, and which ones should be used, and where and how they should be used. To be as specific as possible, like which ones should be used in the body text and which ones in headings, etc. Page layout. How should the pages of a printed technical document should look? What should be the margins, the headers, footers? If it's a book, how should it be organized? Should it have a table of contents and index, even if it's a 10-page document versus a 500-page document? How about a front matter page and back matter page? And decisions like that, how should they be taken? Should there be any disclaimers, disclosures, any other legal language? So it's a part of all how pages look, page layout, guidelines. Web and mobile styles, these days not everything is printed, as we all know. An increasing number of technical information is getting published on smartphones and iPads, etc. So how should a web page or site look like? And the links, how should the links look like and behave when we hover over them versus when we click them? So these are all matters of style. Abbreviations, acronyms, contractions. What are the industry-specific abbreviations and acronyms that should be used in our technical documents? So a list should also be part of the style guide. Punctuation. How should the units of measurement be punctuated and written? Should there be a period, for example, after the abbreviation for inch? And when writing the dimensions of an object, 3D object, for example, which one should come first? Second and third, length, width, and height. Or the famous Oxford comma. Should we use it or not? And the rules for colons, semicolon usage, etc. Capitalization is the eighth component. Which words should be capitalized and which not? That's pretty elementary. References. How should we include cross-references, sources, footnotes, endnotes, and bibliography in our document? If something is written by multiple authors, how should we write it and cite them? And should they be different for mobile posts versus printed, let's say, a PDF document? And lastly, media and visuals, like slide presentations, how should they look? Again, just like for the web pages or printed documents, do we have templates? If there are, how can we access them? And when should we use them? Are there alternative templates? And what should photographs, GIFs, video clips, graphs, illustrations, maps, etc., these visual elements, how should they look like? Should there be a frame around them, or some sort of color identification specific to the company? So, and this is very important too. What are the rules and conventions to publish mathematical equations for scientific texts? Here are 4 recommended style guides for your inspiration and guidance. The first one is Handbook of Technical Writing by Gerald Allred and et al., his co-authors. Microsoft's Manual of Style for Technical Publications. This is a must. You really have to familiarize yourself with it if you haven't so far. The Associated Press AP style book is one of the most widely used style books there is around. And the Yahoo style guide that I personally like very much, although it's not widely known and used. So I hope these guidelines will help you to put together a great technical document, technical writing style guide. Take good care, and I'll see you in the next video.